Y'all, when I tell you, I sat with this for a minute, okay? I had to pray about this, honey, because when I saw the screenshots and the photos, girl, and when I read what that white girl said, do y'all know who I'm talking about? It is a white girl. She was at the pool party. Yes, she know of Nolan. She know of all those boys, honey. She was there when the judge came out yelling at them at the pool party, telling everybody to get out. But she made Nolan stay there. Mind you, at this time, Nolan's body was slumped down, bleeding everywhere. She told everybody else to get out, but Nolan and the boys that did it, she had them to stay there. Honey, let me tell y'all, and I just want to thank that white girl for speaking out about this. But, whoo, I was shaking, y'all. I was shaking for real. Not for the cameras. I'm talking about my actual hands was shaking. Because what they did to Nolan, baby, honey, it ain't just murder, y'all. It's something older than murder. It's the thing that murder learned from. Do you hear what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that fight. We're going to talk about that fight. We have to talk about the fight because the fight is where they decided. The fight is where they looked at each other and said, not with words, with eyes, y'all, with eyes. We finishing this end tonight. We gonna finish this end tonight. We gonna finish this monkey tonight. And they did just that. They finished it, okay? And then they tried to clean the boat. So, honey, I need y'all to go grab y'all drink, a snack, whatever you want to snack on. Lock in, because we locking in right now. Hashtag lock in, because listen, we are going there. We are going there in this video. Press 4 if y'all want me to go there. And you know I'll go there, okay? I will go there, honey. And if you got a weak stomach, sweetheart, I don't even know why you clicked on me, okay? I don't even know why you clicked on me if you got a weak stomach, okay? You know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. Honey, Nolan Wells, 18-year-old black boy, Mississippi State, star athlete, baby, okay? The kind of young black man that made you smile when you see him walk across the campus. Do you hear what I'm saying? Scholarship bound. He had plenty of scholarships. He had a bright future, y'all. You hear me? Mama, who loved him. Daddy was out looking for him. While these so-called friends was cleaning evidence off a boat. And let me say this one time. I'm not saying it again. These were not his friends. Do you agree with me? Press 3 if you agree. These were not his friends. I don't care what they call it. I don't care what they call it. I don't care how long they knew each other. I don't care about that. Friends don't beat you till you spitting blood. They don't do that. Friends don't hold your phone while you dying. Friends don't look at your body by the pool and think, we need to start bleaching. So from here on out, we're going to call them what they are. The killers, the watchers, the ones who knew and didn't say a word. The mama, talking about the judge, talking about that judge, the mama who came out drunk, out her house drunk, because that's what a pool party was at. It was at the judge house, the mama house. Came out drunk screaming, leave my house, but didn't say, leave that boy alone. Talking about Nolan. Did not say leave that black boy alone. She saw them beating on Nolan out the window. She saw it. She heard the commotion. Honey, All of them are complicit. Every single last one. Nolan was excellent, baby. And I think that bothered them. I really do. I think it bothered them. I think it bothered them that he was going somewhere, that he wasn't going to be stuck in Mississippi like them, that he had a way out. And some people, not all, not saying all, but some, they cannot stand to see a black man with a future. They can't stand it, honey. They gotta snuff it. It's in them. It's in them. It's a sickness. It's a spiritual sickness. It really is. July the 4th weekend. Can we go there? Independence Day. The irony ain't lost on me, honey. Okay? They out on the water, drinking, partying, having a good old time. But here's what we know from the white witness, the white girl that was at the pool party. And mind you, the only girl, the only witness that was there with a conscience in this whole mess. Woo, honey, because all of them are snakes and liars and not of Jesus, not of God. You cannot be a Christian and do stuff like this. You cannot be a Christian and you know what they did to Nolan and you say nothing and you lie about it. You have to serve one God. You can't serve both, baby. They're not Christians, honey, because Christians don't operate like that. Okay? So this white girl, honey, she's blessed. And God bless her for telling the truth, honey. Whew, the trouble started. I'll tell y'all when the trouble started. The trouble started before they even got on that island. Yes, before they got on the island, the trouble was starting, y'all. See, Nolan didn't even fight at the island. He didn't fight at the island. That was their friend, whoever that was. Okay? Just you know, they hanging around with a whole bunch of violent individuals. They are very violent. But then Wyatt took Nolan's phone. Yeah, took that black boy phone. Just took it. And Evan, now you know Evan, the judge, the woman judge, that's her son. His name is Evan. So Evan, he was trying to be hard, flexing and shit, showing out for the white folks. You know the type. The type that need an audience to feel like he a man. This age, they trying to determine their manhood and trying to beat on their chest and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And Nolan, he started screaming, "Give me my effing phone back!" I mean, saying the N-word. The N-word? What's wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Y'all give my mother effing phone back. I mean, screaming, honey, okay? Yeah, Nolan was screaming at them saying, "Give my phone back." Now, let me tell you something. When a black man, a young black man, 18 years old, when he starts screaming like that, that ain't anger, sweetheart. That's fear. That's, I feel it coming. I can't stop it. That's, I'm surrounded and I know it. They calmed down for a minute, just long enough to think, we ain't done. We just moving to a new location. Hello. And there they go. They went to Evan's house. Remember, that's the judge house. Evan and the judge, they live together. Mother and daughter, mother and son, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, mother and son for a pool party. Like nothing happened. Yeah, like they didn't just steal from Nolan. Like they didn't just disrespect Nolan. Like they wasn't already planning to unalive Nolan, okay? Now, the pool party. Honey, this is where I need you to listen. I need you to lock in. Because this is where they killed him. not on the island. No, 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 no. Not on that island. Not in the water. In the backyard pool in Mississippi. Surrounded by 20 white something people, okay? While a judge's son, Evan, and his friends beat a black boy to death. The white girl said, and I believe this white girl, because why would she lie? Why would she put herself in danger, put a target on her back for something she made up? Come on now, that don't even make sense. She said they got to Evan's house and they kept drinking. I'm talking about alcohol. Now these boys is barely 18 and they drinking alcohol. Who raised them? Huh? And look like the judge is allowing this shit to happen, because if you look at the pool party, you see beer cans all around. Clearly they didn't have parent supervision, okay? But Wyatt, Evan, Morgan, yeah, I'm going to call their names. I'm calling their names, okay? Andrew, yeah, I'm calling you too. They was all high. Yeah, on that you know what? On that what? I can't say it, but you know what it is. They was high, not drunk. High. And they was trying to get Lucy and another girl named Natalie to try some of that stuff. And then the fight came. See, they needed to get some of that stuff to feel like they Superman. The fight from the boat, oh yeah, it came back. And this time, it didn't stop till 1 a.m, okay? Evan's mama, the judge, allegedly, she come out screaming, drunk. She been drinking too. She probably on that stuff too. Drunk, making threats, honey, saying she gonna call the cops if they don't leave her house. She should have just called the cops, but we all knew she was bluffing. Okay, you're talking about she was gonna call the cops if everybody don't leave. But here's what she did not do. She didn't call the cops when they was beating Nolan. She didn't call the cops for that. She called the cops to get the witnesses out. Hello. To protect her property, her pool, her reputation, not the dying black boy in her backyard. Yeah, she couldn't have that. She could not have a dying black boy in her backyard. Bad for reputation. Let's throw his ass in the water somewhere and make up a good story. Yeah. While she was screaming, while she was threatening, Andrew and Evan and Wyatt was on him, on Nolan, beating him. And guess what? Warren was over there recording it, y'all, laughing while he was recording, saying, get him. Like it was a game, like it was a sport. Like that shit was funny. Like Nolan Wells wasn't a human being. And the white girl could hear it. Yeah. All she could hear was Nolan screaming, Mama! Mom! Mama! He was calling for his mama. 18 years old, surrounded by people he thought was his friends, getting beat to death, and the last thing out his mouth was, Mama! And they didn't stop. They didn't stop when he was gasping for air. They didn't stop when he was leaning over the basketball goal inside the pool, spitting up blood. They didn't stop when his body went limp. They just kept going. 'Cause to them, he wasn't a person no more. He was something they needed to get rid of. something they needed to silence, something they needed to wash away. And then his mama came out, the judge, drunk, screaming, making us leave, saying she gonna call the cops. But they didn't let Nolan leave. They didn't let him leave. They kept him there by the basketball goal, gasping, spitting blood, dying, while 20-something white folks, people watched, recorded, turned away, and pretended they didn't see nothing. 20-something white people. And not one stopped it. Not one said enough. Not one called 911. Not one tried to get them out. They just watched, participated, and laughed. Then they made the witness leave. They made the white girl, they made her leave. Made somebody, hey, she might talk. Anybody that might talk, get their ass out. But we're going to keep the body here. We're going to keep that body here. So now it's 1 a.m. The party is over. The judge done kicked out the people who might tell, and here's what happened next. They cleaned the boat at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 in the morning, after a night of drinking and fighting and a boy dying in their pool, they out there scrubbing that boat like their life depended on it. 'Cause it did. 'Cause it did. Their freedom did. Honey, who cleans a boat at 3 o'clock in the morning? Who? You just watched your friend get beat to death. You just heard him call for his mama. You just saw him spit up blood by your pool. And your first thought is, let me get the bleach and the scrub brush? No, baby, no. Your first thought is, we gonna move him. We gonna make it look like he drowned. We gonna take him back to that damn island. Drop him off and say we never saw him after the boat ride. And that's exactly what they did. They took his body, probably in the same boat, probably wrapped up in something, probably in the dark somewhere no one can see, and they dumped him on that island where his daddy could find him, where the police could say no foul play before they even looked, where the coroner could try to say he drowned, even though there was no water in his lungs. No water in his lungs. They pulled the old reverse Uno. Y'all know. He was on the island. He went missing from the island. We didn't know what happened, but they knew. They knew because they put him there. They put his dead body there. They knew because they killed him first. And the phone, the keys, they kept those too. His car was in the driveway of the judge. Was in that driveway, baby. If he went missing on the island, if he never made it back, why did they have his stuff? Why was his car still there? 'Cause he never left that house alive. That's why. He never left the judge house alive. He never walked out. They carried him out dead and dropped him where they could pretend. And now we got to talk about the cover-up. We got to talk about the cover up, because this ain't just some kids being stupid. No. This is Mississippi. This is the same Mississippi that killed Emmett Till, the same Mississippi that looked the other way, the same Mississippi that's proud of being backwards. The police said no foul play within hours before the autopsy, before talking to everybody, before doing any real investigation. No foul play. Just like that. Like they knew the ending before they read the book. The judge, Evan's mom, she allegedly deleted Snapchat messages, hired lawyers, got on the phone with the sheriff, made sure the right people kept quiet. The sheriff didn't seize the boat, didn't arrest nobody, didn't do nothing. The DA, quiet. The coroner, quiet. The whole system, quiet. Because here's the thing, and I need every black person to hear me. The police don't work for us. The courts don't work for us. The government don't work for us. They work for them. For the white folks with money and connections. For the judges and sheriffs and the good old boys who's been running this state since before our grandparents were born. Ben Crump had to come from the outside. Colin Kaepernick had to pay for an independent autopsy. Because you cannot trust Mississippi coroner with a black body. You cannot trust Mississippi coroner with a black body. You cannot trust Mississippi law enforcement with black justice. They don't even try to hide it no more. They proud of it. And this administration, the one in the White House, they made it clear. They don't value black life. They not sending the FBI. They not making this federal. They let Mississippi handle Mississippi business. And we know what that means. We know what that means. Honey, let me run this back to y'all for the people in the back. Nolan found body. His body was found 24 hours after the pool party. No water was in his lungs. Independent autopsy. Did not drown. Beaten. Witness say spitting up blood. Boat cleaned at 3 o'clock in the morning. Had his phone and keys. Car and the driveway of the judge. Snapchat messages deleted by the judge. Somebody lured up, everybody lured up in 24 hours. 20 white people at that pool party. One came forward. That's not a drowning. That's not an accident. That's a lynching. That is a modern day lynching covered by the same machine that's been grinding up black bodies in Mississippi for over 400 years. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I really don't. I've been doing this for a long time, y'all. You ask about me. Every time I think I've seen the worst of it, they show me something worse. Nolan Wales was 18. He had a future. He had people who loved him. He had dreams and a group of white friends. And the system that protects them took all of it away from him because they could, because they knew they would get away with it, because they always get away with it. So here's what I need you to do. Not like, not comment, not subscribe. No. Not today, honey. Not today. Today, I need you to share it. I need you to share this video. That's what I need. Yeah. I need you to share this video. Hello. Yes. I need you to tag Ben Crump, tag the DOJ, tag every news outlet. Make so much noise they can't ignore it. And talk to your babies. Talk to your sons, your daughters, your nephews. Tell them. And I hate that we still saying this in 2026, but tell them you cannot be the only black person in a group of white folks. Not in Mississippi, not in America, not anywhere. Because when it goes left, they stick together. They cover for each other. They let you die. They always let you die. Nolan thought they was his friends. Thought he was safe. Thought we done passed all the racism. Honey, we not past that. We never was past that. And until we get justice for Nolan, I'm talking about real justice. Not no damn press conference. Not, oh, we investigating. We never will be. Okay? We would never be. No. Rest in power. Nolan Wells. We see you. We hear you. We screaming for you. And we not going to stop. I'm Gigi Medici. And you know where we at. Okay? So, honey, we don't do silence over here.